Good morning. I want to show you how to make the yummiest oatmeal that I've had in the morning to start off my day almost every day for the last decade. I'm a creature of habit. So I start out with a half a cup of old-fashioned oats. Bloop. And I've learned that you want to have a bowl that it can bubble up a little bit in and not overflow. So you want like a good size bowl, not a tiny one. And then I just cover the oats with water. I don't really measure it out. I kind of just do enough that they're covered, but not swimming. Then you microwave it for 2 minutes. I know some people like to do overnight oats. That is something that I've never really gotten into, and I don't really like the mushy consistency. It gets really mushy, in my opinion. So if you're into overnight oats, I love the ease of it in the morning. That's super easy, but personally I find this just as easy. Microwaving for 2 minutes. You can make it, and I used to make it with milk in it, but once I stopped doing dairy for the most part because it makes me feel inflamed and bloaty, really microwaving it with water saves on that element of it, so it cooks them just as well. And then what I like to do after the fact is do some almond milk. So this is unsweetened vanilla almond milk. You can just do regular unsweetened almond milk, but I like the vanilla because it's yummy. It adds that little bit of flavor. So I'm all about finding unsweetened things that have really, I think vanilla for the most part is the yummiest part. And then I add blueberries. I love blueberries. What I like to do is when I get these home from the store, I like to wash them, rinse them off really well, and then I just lay them out on like a kitchen towel and gently roll them around a little bit. And then if you leave them out for, I don't know, like half an hour, they dry on their own. And then when you put them in the fridge, that way in the morning you don't have to deal with that. You know, you're not like, I have to wash my fruit. So I like to do that first. But don't put them in the fridge when they're still wet, because then they get moldy really quickly. So yeah, I set them out, let them dry. I love cinnamon. I love to sprinkle cinnamon in my oatmeal. And then my indulgence is a little bit of brown sugar. It's so delicious. So I think moderation in all things. Sugar is not inherently bad. It's a lot of that processed stuff that gets us in trouble. So adding a small amount of something, I think is okay. The oatmeal is ready. Oh, you can see the steam. You get a mini facial over it. Okay. So I just kind of eyeball it. You're more than welcome to measure it. I do some sprinkles of cinnamon. And then like I was talking about the almond milk, this will add that creaminess factor since we microwaved with water. That much. 2 shots of vodka. Have you guys seen that video of the lady who just pours continuously? Blueberries. Blah, 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 blah. Add as much as you like. I usually share this with Olivia, my 3-year-old. She doesn't like the bites that have blueberries in them. She likes blueberries separately. So I'll eat the bites that have blueberry. These are chia seeds, and this is approximately a teaspoon, the smaller spoon that one has in their collection of chia seeds. And like I was talking about, the delicious element. So it's 1 teaspoon, or you can do a little less. You can also sweeten it with something else. Sometimes I don't sweeten it at all, most often because I forget. And then I'm eating it, I'm like, this doesn't taste as sweet, but you could use a little bit of honey, stevia, whatever, dealer's choice. Hemp seed, shelled hemp seed. This is just how I store them in our fridge, because the little Ziploc bag it comes in sometimes is a pain in the butt. So I like to, this is a reused candle jar from one of our 1803 candles that I cleaned out and utilized. And really, that's basically what I do with the oatmeal. It's hearty in the morning. It's also warm and comforting, and I really like that. You can also add flaxseed I recommend not using too much flaxseed because then it has, I don't know, the flavor is not as delicious. Like with the hemp seed that we added, that has a really nice like nutty flavor. And then the chia seeds, when they absorb, like I like putting chia seeds in a smoothie, in my oatmeal, and whatever, because they absorb some of the liquid and then they add like a good texture, I think, to it. But you mix it all up. It's delicious. Nom 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 nom. Happy oatmeal eating.